Hello, so I just want to do a quick video on Datawrapper. It's just a quick way to get a chart if you need one, show some data. So this is it. Gets used by a lot of news websites. You can do everything you need to basically with the free version. The paid version is more for larger agencies. So you need an account. I've already got one created. So I'm going to create a new chart. So to start with, you need some data. And the easiest way is just to use a spreadsheet. Alright. So I'm going to use LibreOffice, but I think you can use Excel as well. Nice. Okay, so you get some data. I'm just going to copy. Okay, and sometimes this looks a little funny, but it knows how to parse it. So you can use CSVs as well, or a Google spreadsheet. But this is mainly used for data that isn't going to change, so it's kind of like a one-time chart. Okay, and you can check here, make sure everything came through properly. It's good to have the top row as your labels. Okay, so here's a chart. I'm gonna select column chart. So in this step 3, you get a lot of options. This is basically where you'll do most of the work. Okay, so you can do column chart. Pie chart. Okay, so let's stick to the column chart for now. We'll go to refine, and this has a lot of options for how the chart is displayed. If you want grid lines, show axis labels, alignment. You can sort the items if you want. You can change color, stuff like that. Let's look at the pie chart. And basically your options for the chart will change based on what chart you choose. You can have labels. You can have them on the outside if you want, stuff like that. So the color key is this thing here. Okay, so with the annotate tab, you can do titles, notes. So the notes will show up down here. If you want to say who did the chart. So there will be some attribution, Datawrapper, basically because it's the free version. If you want to just highlight one part of it, you can decide what gets highlighted, or maybe a couple get highlighted, and it'll fade the rest out, so that's kind of neat. Design, I don't think it does much. Okay, so once that's done, you can decide how you want to publish it. So if you click this button, it gives you some options. So basically they host the chart, and you can link to it if you want. You can do the full screen, normal size. If you do use this option, they add a lot of Datawrapper stuff in there for marketing, but you also have the option to embed it yourself in your own website or blog or whatever. So if you just copy this iframe tag, you can embed that in your website. It'll still be interactive. I think if you just go with iframe, it's not interactive. So basically it still hosts it, it's just it'll do a fetch request when you load your website. Another option is to just download a PNG. You can decide the size of it. Okay, so now you've got PNG, so it's not interactive, but it's a very quick and easy way to get a nice chart up really quick. Okay, so that's basically that. One more thing. So now say add some more data. So if we go back to upload data here, put that in instead. You can check it out, make sure it makes sense. So now you've got data kind of running along two axes. So if we go to chart type, if you do grouped column chart, so it'll group the data how it thinks it should be grouped. If you want the dates up here and then each animal type to be grouped together down here, you can transpose the data, and that just switches it around depending on what axis you want where. Bring it back. You can also use multiple pie charts for something like this. Donuts, I think, are just the same thing with middle taken out. So from here, and you can control sizes and stuff like that. Show value inside donuts. That's total value. You can do percentages. Can add some stuff down there. Yeah, so lots of options. Basically, just a quick chart if you need it. And I think that's it. Thanks.